Hello, Capricorn. Welcome back to Passive Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Capricorn, this is your February 2024 reading. I apologize for you and Virgo late getting your readings out as opposed to everybody else. It's been me trying to juggle lots of things. So thank you for your patience. This reading will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Capricorn, discern the messages accordingly. Cross watcher, discern them accordingly. I want to quickly say thank you to all the new subscribers, all the shares, likes, comments. You guys are amazing. I appreciate every single one of you. So thank you for your love and support. Personal reads are open and available, and that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. Reach out to me via that email and get you set up. Okay. All right, Virgo, Capricorn when I say Virgo. Let's see here. I'm just looking for these other decks of cards. I've got them here somewhere. I've got so many decks of cards. I don't know where anything's at anymore. All right, Capricorn, let's just jump right on into your energy, see what's going on for February for you, and then you guys will get a mid-month as well. So I'll just wait until a little later to do yours, so that way your readings aren't coming out back to back. But all right, Capricorn, let's see. Spirit for Capricorn, month of February. Oh, Capricorn, the sun is going to shine again. But how clear are you on what it is you want? It's kind of, I'm hearing Miley Cyrus's flowers. I can buy myself flowers. I feel like there is a dawn of a new day, Capricorn. And for some of you, this feels like there's a couple things here. I'm going to say unfortunately going on here. Part of this is the dawn of a new day is showing you that after all of the difficulties that have been, the health, the worries, the trying to open yourself back up to things, kind of stepping out of the shadows of life, there is a new beginning. There's a bright new beginning that is coming. I can't help but say too that for some of you, and they're taking me to this before I say the other thing, some of you may have experienced some kind of loss that, I will say this, you know, I don't know if you guys are aware, I'm a psychic medium as well. I've got my hands in everything. If you have a passed over loved one recently, they are at peace. There could have been some controversy, I'm going to call it, surrounding inheritance or what would happen after they were gone. Now, obviously, this message isn't going to be for all of you, just some of you. But you may feel like you didn't know where you stood with a particular person. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that they knew where they stood with themselves in this waking reality. So if there's been any question around, you know, the passing of somebody and whether or not, like how they felt about you, you may have felt like it was never really clear. Some days it was really good. Some days it was like, do they give a shit at all? It's a very difficult energy to be in when you're on the other side of that. But I'm going to say to you, they are at peace. There is some waning desires that I feel like they didn't fulfill in their world during their time. But don't hold on to any kind of pain of that situation. I will say that if there's like an inheritance or what happened after the fact or wills, estates, those kinds of things, I think it's going to be something that's going to have to play out over time. There may be some back and forth energy around it. And I'm going to say if there's something specific, they're drawing my attention and they're saying that there's something specific that you could have asked for. You know, maybe it feels like it's a personal item that you just, like, if I get nothing else, I would like to have that because it meant something to me with this person. It may take some time. They're bringing up the month of March, and then June. So it may take between March and June to get whatever this was for you. And if you hear this cackling, I'm so sorry, in the background, the cat is sitting at the window to the balcony door and chatting to the birds. So I apologize for any craziness in the background there. So to get away from that line there, Capricorn, what I will also say to you is this energy of these flowers and this fickleness is also being torn between whether you want to be the one to give to yourself, if you want someone else to give to you. It kind of feels like it's like an all or nothing kind of feeling that comes in with this. Is, if I do this for me, I don't need anybody else to do this. But if somebody else is doing this for me, how do I do that to myself? So it's like trying to find the balance, excuse me, between the two. Give yourself the time and the space. If you're contemplating getting involved with somebody, you've been single for a while, you've done some deep healing, be more patient with yourself, because that tells me that if that is where you are, there's still healing to be done. It's not done yet. So there's a lot of like questioning where things are going, how things are going to go forward, how you do that, how you create it. And I feel like end of February, March, you're going to feel like everything has just been put on hold once again, is what Spirit is saying. It's not being put on hold, it's being aligned for you. And that's going to be the thing that you're going to have to remember is sometimes, and I've seen this for some of the other signs too, it seems like you guys are obviously on different time frames, that even if there is a pause, just because you don't see it doesn't mean things aren't working out in the other realms on your behalf. And, you know, it's a requirement of patience for you during this time, Capricorn, okay? So Spirit is also saying for others of you, there could be just some questions around wills and estates. There's a lot to that. Do not put limitations on things moving forward. When we, you know, the only limitations we have are the limitations, those self-restricting limitations that we put on ourselves. You want to make sure that you're not putting limiting restrictions on yourself and or others. It's almost like you're trying to push to make things happen in subtle ways, but yet knowing that to go that route is not going to be for the best. You know, so it's like you're just ready to move on. And I feel like you guys have been, you know, upheavaled with some challenges and things like that. Libra energy coming in, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Libra. That is also that balance that I just said about too, between the heart and the head as well. Definitely more so dealing with I don't feel like anything's happened around Libra season. But you could definitely be dealing with a Libra. Pay attention to your gut health as well right now. I feel like when your nerves are unrattled, Capricorn, that's when your stomach tends to get upset. That's when you start to see maybe some reactions. There could be some sensitivities to foods and things like that that aren't being processed through the body appropriately as well. Just do not put... There's a time and a place, Spirit is saying, to apply limitations. And when it comes to the timing of things working out and how you want it, when you want it, you're going to have to be very flexible right now and really dive into the understanding of what patience is at its fullest, okay? I hope that's making sense for you guys. All right, let's see what else y'all got going on here in the month of February. I don't know what Spirit gave this to me, so I'm just going to spit it out to you. The brain is matter. Why that specific message came up with nothing else, I have no idea. Your thoughts matter. So again, if this is tied to somebody else or a past situation, and I'm going to say a loss of a person, this could just be a separation where you're no longer energetically vibing with somebody or whatever it might be. There's, again, separation is what Spirit is saying. That even if you felt like your thoughts did not matter, they did. I feel like there could have been somebody here, Capricorn, that couldn't get out of their own way when it came to particular situations. And I think that's the thing, the Moon and the Knight of Swords, that's the thing that kind of leaves you in the dark on a particular situation. And there's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of I want to get this done and over with kind of feeling that comes in with this. Pay attention to the subliminal messages that you're getting. And you could also, some of you could feel like that when somebody from the other side is communicating with you, they're angry. And I feel like that could be the reason why Spirit is saying they are at peace. Is it your own anger that's kicking in from this rather than the actual situation? You know, it's hard to put this into words. It's a very different type of reading that I typically do, but this is what's coming through, so that's what we're going with. The Moon, Cancer, Pisces energy here, Capricorn as well. Again, I said there could have been a lot of back and forth following a certain situation, you know, of what was left behind. I can't talk this morning. My eyes are itching, goodness. A lot of competition. But Spirit is also saying the damn King of Wands, he's in everything. He's got his nose up in everybody's business here lately. With the Wheel of Fortune, though, is saying that it's kind of like pardon the bluntness, but the trash is taking itself out. So if there's a situation, I'm going to say for some of you, this could pertain to work. So you place this energy where it fits in your world. So be discerning of where this goes. If you haven't lost somebody in the physical world. This conflict, this friction is allowing people to show who they truly are, Capricorn, at the end of the day. And you have to give them time to play out what it is they're going to do as each circumstance arises, so that you can have long-term peace. And I think right now you're kind of caught up in the middle of this going, does this ever end? Does it change? I want to be nice, but I don't want to be nice anymore. There's a lot of impatience that comes through with your reading. And it's argumentative, Spirit is saying. It's combative. I'm sick of this. And with that, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Justice. You've got the Justice card here twice. Again, you know, the Two of Swords, I typically see that as like an indecision of not knowing what to do. You know, she can't make up her mind. She can't see. She's not willing to see. I feel like Spirit has put you on this timeout. You've got the Two of Swords underneath the Moon. This is a timeout for you to work on you before you have to make a decision. It's like once you find this internal balance, Capricorn, of whatever this situation might be for you, when you start to fully rely on yourself and say, no matter what the situation is, I'm okay. No matter what the situation is, my money is good. I feel good. I'm happy with me as I am. You're going to start to see this shift happen. You're finding that internal balance, and it's kind of, you know, you call it rewards or karmic whatevers. But this is a test of your patience. This is a test of you sitting back and just understanding why things have to play out the way they do, because divine intervention is taking place here. And it could feel, with all these question marks and the fortune cookies, it could feel like everything is up in the air. It's like, somebody, please just tell me what the hell is happening. Please tell me where this ends. Tell me where this goes. Tell me what this ends up being at the end of the day. But Spirit, with that Two of Swords, again, is just asking you to kind of take a time out. She's put herself on a timeout. She's put herself in a position that she can't see. Again, I think it's important to reiterate to you, Spirit has put you on a timeout because it's necessary to allow the other people around you to become who they're choosing to be. They are making a choice. There are things, again, behind the scenes, the Moon, like I said before that card ever came out, that divine intervention is taking place. You can't know everything. You don't need to know everything, but I think that your impatience for this is boiling at this point. But I think it's also equally important for you to understand there's going to be a victory to this. Future energy, you've got the Five of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, where you feel like you've lost, been taken from, you feel like you've got to worry about your choices and walk away. But listen, this message is a very unique message, Capricorn, I'll say that. You're going from that Five of Pentacles where you're also not sure, like again, you could feel, and I said in the beginning, there was that one thing, this one thing that you desired to have. Maybe if in a passing or whatever the situation is, maybe it's a split up, right? You paid for that couch. You want the couch. I'm going to say this to you. I bought a fridge with my ex. I was like, I'll take the, we're going to split things. We want to argue things. I'll just take the damn refrigerator doors. You can have the rest of it. Like that kind of thing, right? You're going to rebuild from this. You're going to get that one thing that you are, it's like you're pulling in, that it feels so important to you to have whatever this one tangible thing is. It's working out for you. Some of you, Spirit is saying that thing will be replaced with something better. So it's important. It's just like if somebody else wants to walk off and make choices that are not the greatest, and I would show you the Lover's card, but they're naked, so we can't do that on YouTube anymore. You have the Lovers, the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Leading to that, you have the Eight of Cups, and then the Ace of Wands. This to me, Capricorn, is like Spirit, and then you've got the High Priestess behind that. This is Spirit, again, allowing someone around you in this situation to make their own call. Spirit is allowing them to make the choice that they want to make. And it's probably not one of integrity, and it's probably one that puts you up in your head. It's probably one that just stresses you the hell out. But Spirit is saying, trust your intuition. Like, you know what this person or this situation is about. You know that the intent behind why they do what they do. For some of you, that High Priestess, you could have called it a long time ago. There could have been a knowing that this is what this person was going to do. You wouldn't expect anything less. But yet you're disappointed and angry that things aren't moving along. So if you're waiting on something, it might take a little while. It might take longer than you would like it to, but it's coming in one way or another. It's like nobody gets to deprive you of what it is that you need. Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands. Again, I caught that inner knowing. That Queen of Wands, she's beautiful. There could be even a tinge of jealousy around this, Capricorn. There's something about you that you've gotten something, or it is perceived that you've gotten something that somebody else doesn't have, and it's like a constant struggle, whether this is a family dynamic or a work dynamic or a friend dynamic, whatever it is. You embody something that irritates the hell out of somebody else, and that's why they want to keep it from you. They want to keep that one thing that's important to you. It's like when you can't get at somebody in any other way, you take the low blow and hit them where it counts, hit them where it hurts. That's what this person is making an attempt to do. The only control you have here, Capricorn, is the control over yourself and how you are handling the situation. Knight of Swords, some angry words. Some fighting, some conflict, aggressiveness. Don't allow yourself to be provoked into a situation that creates more turmoil, because again, something else is playing out behind the scenes. Now, for some of you, I'm going to say too, and Spirit's saying, not for all of you, if this person is dealing with another person, or they're kind of like, as my grandmother would say, in cahoots with one another, partnered up, buddied right now, they'll turn on them too. It's just a matter of time, and that could be part of this divine timing, is allowing this situation to play out. Because you're going to gain, Spirit is saying, a missing piece of the puzzle. I'm looking at this Five of Pentacles, this Eight of Pentacles. He's gaining more knowledge. He's gaining a balance in that Six of Pentacles, right? The Seven of Pentacles is there's been a seed that's been planted. And I'm going to say that seed planted is by the very person that you're dealing with that refuses to give you what it is that you desire to have out of a particular situation. They're planting the seeds, and then to get to that 8 is allowing the situation to play out so that you know what you need to work towards or what you need to deal with. You know, and whoever this is, they're always going to test you. I think they always have tested you. They're going to continue to test you. Don't think they're ever going to play nice, but what you need to gain to move on is coming one way or another, okay? My lips are chapped again, sorry. All right. Clarify the moon. Too many cards. 5 of Swords. You know, this person is trying to like project here their own insecurities on you, Capricorn. They really are. The 10 of Cups and the Moon. After this period of this unseen unknown, right, of the past, 10 of Cups, and I feel like that's, everybody's kind of vying in this situation for their 10 of Cups. But you think about it, you don't get bees with vinegar, you get bees with honey, right? They want something sweet. So if you've got people coming in at you aggressively, it's like, okay, you're going to get more of that back. Or you could also feel like your happiness of what's important to you on an emotional level, right? The moon is the emotions. The 10 of Cups, full emotions. Again, that one tangible thing. And there is that one tangible thing in the Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Wands, waiting. She's waiting. 3, moving on. 3 of Wands there, High Priestess. Like, you know, this is, whatever this is going to happen in increments. Because everything is being aligned. And right now you could feel like, or you have felt like, everything that meant anything to you is being attacked. It's like, again, those low blows, right? Knight of Swords. Page of Wands. This is somebody who's extremely careless and reckless. Methodical. They're trying to send you, methodically pushing you into that 2 of Swords, which sits right here. Again, you could blame them for this. You could see it as if they would just act right, think right, get their head on straight, that you wouldn't be in this energy. Spirit needs you, Capricorn, to be in this energy. It's like, let's just say you're dealing with somebody who gaslights, lies, manipulates, narcissistic kind of tendencies. Eventually, you know, the old saying, you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves. It's going to happen. It will happen. Your job right now is to focus on you. Balancing you out, leaving this situation behind. How you find acceptance of a particular area of life and or situation so that you have justice. If this pertains, and I said earlier, wills, estates, things like that, legalities, you know, maybe you had to sue somebody to get your couch back. Who knows? This will turn out in your favor one way or another. One way or another, what you've lost or asked for that's not been fair, it's going to be balanced out, again, one way or another. Maybe you gave somebody $200. They didn't give you the $200 back. You're going to receive that $200 in another way. This is going to become somebody else's karma. It's the inevitable. This spirit, you know, the universe, God, whatever, is giving this person the opportunity to make a sound decision, to make a fair, loving decision from the right place. Do I think they're going to? No, I don't. But it's a lesson for you to learn when to walk away, 2, to find acceptance of a situation, and 3, to put great trust in the things that are unseen through the moon. Even when you feel like you're being attacked. Okay? Two of Swords. The Star. I've said it this whole time. This Two of Swords to you is almost like a prison sentence right now. But this Two of Swords leads to fulfillment. You just, the Moon again, you just don't see it. You know, I think the biggest thing for all of us, Capricorn, and not just you, is knowing that, or trusting so much that we have no control of our lives because we just don't know what's coming. We don't know how we're going to get there. It doesn't make sense to the human mind, right? That we just sit and be and go on about our day and trust that Spirit is going to just take care of all of this one way without our force and control. But they will. They always do. But how are they supposed to, you know, think about it like this. If you're in the kitchen cooking, like I know like my home, nobody wants to be in the kitchen till I'm in the kitchen making dinner, but then everybody's complaining they're hungry. Well, get the hell out of my way, right? Right now, you are in the nagging child in the kitchen, in Spirit's kitchen. They're up there trying to cook up this divine plan. They're trying to make this happen for you. And you're the nagging kid in the kitchen going, I'm still hungry, where's my food? Get out of my way. Get your hands out of the bowl. Let me get it done. That's kind of how Spirit is coming in. Remove yourself from the situation so you can gain clarity, Spirit is saying, and so that the divine can work out the divine timing and the plan behind what is happening here, okay? Knight of Wands. And here's the thing, the more you let go, the more you don't allow this situation to consume you. The second that you say, okay, I'm not going to allow it to affect my foundational happiness. I'm not going to allow it to affect my relationships with other people. You know, and the interesting thing to that too is they were showing me, there's a lot of a family dynamic here, Capricorn. Cousins, something like that. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust myself here. My ankles are cold. Cousins or something. This could be a family situation where like you feel like you can't, if you've got an aunt or uncle that's handling an estate matter or something, you know, something wonky, and you've got cousins, you know, you always had a close relationship with them, but now you and this aunt or uncle are at war. How do I carry on these relationships with the people that I had good relationships with because they're now attached to this other person or this situation that I'm dealing with? How do I find the balance in that? Spirit is saying allow that balance to take place naturally. You're not at the mercy of somebody else's opinion of a situation, okay? So again, I talked about that earlier, like you could be seeing somebody, you know, if they are together and like in cahoots or whatever, you could see them separating in due time because they're going to turn on each other. Somebody's going to turn on somebody here, and you're going to see there's a bigger picture going on behind the scenes of something you don't even know is happening. You may have a suspicion of it, but I don't think you know the details. You know, the devil's in the details. You don't know the devil in the details that are happening behind the scenes in that situation, and then what the divine is working out on your behalf, okay? Five of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Spirit just wants you to move on with your life to the very best of your ability. I said earlier that Eight of Pentacles, there would be, you know, it's like you're gaining that knowledge, right? You were gaining extra, I forget how I worded it now. The Ace of Swords comes out. There's a truth, there's a clarity I just talked about. As you work through and gain information about a particular situation, you're going to realize that whatever you were dealing with wasn't as stable as you thought it was. There could have been some deception about how good things were or a facade that was happening. You realize that there are cracks in a foundation of a situation that you didn't realize existed. It's kind of like that family heirloom. Nobody has seen it in 30 years, but it exists, and all of a sudden one day Come to find out, you know, great grandma, whomever, sent it overseas to somebody. I don't know, right? Just whatever. But you realize that this battle wasn't worth it at all. This fight wasn't worth it at all. There's something about it's like you begin to realize, and not that you didn't, but this is taking you to a different and deeper level of what actually matters. It's like, I will never invest my energy into this shit again. But they're also saying that whatever this dynamic is for you, and it doesn't have to be a loss of a family member or someone that you loved, but it's showing you in 10 to 15 years from now how to set things up for yourself on better terms. So whatever that means for you, again, I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. But it's setting the stage for you to have a deeper awareness and understanding of what to work through and what not to. What you know you're going to need to put the work into so that you don't have a similar situation personally for yourself. But it's like the upset of this situation is kind of overriding all of your energy right now, Capricorn. Kick up your heels. Have fun in the meantime. Live your life. It's experience. Don't forget to live while things are unfolding. Don't just sit around and be upset every day. Okay? All right. Advice for Capricorn, please. Here's the thing. This person is rolling the dice, Capricorn. They know that there's a real good chance things aren't going to work out in their favor, but it's greed. It's greed. Here's the difference. When it comes to whatever the value of something is in this situation, they're seeing it as, I should have everything, a sense of entitlement. For you, it just, on a heartfelt space, means something. And you're typically not one to go there, but there's something very much about a situation that says, this means something to me. You know, and that's the difference. That's the intent, right? Why we're doing what we're doing, and Spirit sees that. There's a passion that lives within you that says, this means something. I hold this close to my heart. The other side of this, it's not about holding it close to their heart. It's about having, taking, being entitled to. Advice for Capricorn, Spirit. Don't chase this. Do not chase this down. And I kind of feel like, you know, it's funny, it lands on the Knight of Swords. Don't chase this down. This is somebody who wants that fight. It's like, I think all of us have met that one person who enjoys the confrontation, enjoys the argument. They get to put themselves in victim mode. Oh, they attacked me and they said these horrible things, and oh my, and I did nothing to provoke it. Bullshit. That's what they want. They want you to chase them down. They want to feel like they've got power and control of a situation that they don't really have. The only power they have is the power that you give them. Keep that in mind. Capricorn, advice. Advice for Capricorn, Spirit. The chaser comes out in the reverse. The runner comes out in the upright. Run. Run for the hills. And listen, I told you in the very beginning, patience. What's underlying this? The clock. Needing time cycles and takes time. Time to heal and progressing. I really do get the feeling that this is tied to family. Camera, reminiscing. It's got a very heavy family vibe, and then that Ten of Cups comes out just to support the same to me. It can be, if you're leaving a family situation, you know, we get told for our whole lives, there ain't going to be nobody in this whole wide world that's going to love you like your family, and blood is thicker than water, and you know, all of this other shit. We share DNA with monkeys. Would you invite a monkey into your home to live as a civilized individual? Probably not. I don't care who you share DNA with, and this may sound very cold to some of you. But just because you share a bloodline does not mean those people are good for you. Sad fact, but it's the truth. It doesn't mean that they're going to love you. It doesn't mean they're going to take care of you. It doesn't mean that they're going to be supportive of you. Sometimes, yes, they are. Other times, they're your biggest critics. You have to decide what that means for you. Our physical family, I'm not saying they don't matter, because they do. But do they have your best, what's best for your heart in the interest of their hands? Is that their concern? I feel like you're starting to remove yourself from something, and I think that's where this anger within you is coming in, is like, it's not supposed to be this way. We're supposed to love each other. We're supposed to be there for each other. We're supposed to help each other. And we're not. And the one thing that means more than anything to me, you're depriving me of. Capricorn, Spirit is telling you to give this time. That you still make sure that in the meantime you live. What is rightfully yours will be given to you. But there is a test of understanding, patience, perseverance, and a deeper level of healing that you may not understand right now, but I guarantee you in 6 months you will. All right. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm wishing you all the very best February. Again, thank you so much for your patience with me. I appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thank you for all the ways you support the channel. Personal reads, check it out in the description box below and the About section of the page. I will see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.